thing started when I started university. So during university days too, I was with a whole lot of friends, and most of them too happened to be foreigners. So they were coming from various countries. So one of them, it came to a time whereby we rented apartment. So it happens to be like I was the only Ghanaian in the midst of the foreigners. So they were abusing a whole lot of drugs. It was through them that I got to know that we call something like Difex. That particular is a cough syrup, and that cough syrup, there is a particular ingredient in it called codeine. So due to that particular ingredient, which is the codeine, that is why the youth, they were abusing on just for their normal feelings. So I was with one of them. One of them was my best friend. That's he was a Nigerian dude. So, and the main reason why I got influenced is he was very, very intelligent. And besides, he was the one helping me in terms of my project work, everything. So, later on I realized that he was also on drugs. So, like, I was compelled to do it because if this my friend is taking it, and he's neat, intelligent, every aspect is perfect. Before then, they were portraying this character of dizziness, drowsiness, anxious feeling, tingly feeling, but I didn't know. And because the one that I used to work with, for him, any time that he normally takes it, like, he's okay. So I was thinking that if this guy is taking this thing and everything is working perfectly for him, so why is it that I'm withdrawing myself from this kind of? So that made me started a whole lot of implications, because I realized anytime, as compared to my destiny, relating to my education, to even to the grace of God, because most of them whom used to be on those drugs, most couldn't graduate. Most of them too, they got the immediate effect, which I witnessed it. Some convulsion, a whole lot. So some couldn't even graduate from tertiary. That was around 2011. And that time, it wasn't popular like today. As at that time, we normally purchase it at drugstores. And right now, to some of the drugstores, they don't even have that particular type. They have introduced different ones. And as at the time we were patronizing on that drugs, we used to buy something like Difex and Difasam. As at that time, it used to cost like 20 cedis. But now it's like, according to information, it's like 50 cedis. And because of that, the youth, most of them cannot afford that 50 cedis. So they go in for another cough syrup, which contains the same ingredient, which is Lactalin. So these things, we were getting it from the drugstores and some of the ghettos too, because as at that time too, I was smoking. And one thing about this drug is, anything that you want to do with it, you can do it properly, but after it, you feel you get the immediate effect. I was smoking weed, the illegal one. I started smoking earlier before meeting those my foreign friends, where they introduced me to different drugs. And the smoking, I started it somewhere after DHS. When I was at home, as we said, I was depressed. Sometimes I was feeling like insecurity, because my father was like straight. So, like, anytime I'm in the house, I don't feel like I'm secured. That's to me, because I don't have my freedom. And the little thing that you do, then he becomes angry. So a whole lot. And the kind of stress my mother too was going through as at that time, because it wasn't easy, it's a whole lot. So sometimes I think about my mother. I think about how situations are just going. Then my skin, I was having problem with my skin. It came to a time it introduced like skin disease. I don't know the cause of it, but I'm convinced it was because of the drugs.
It's like a rash.
Yes, because I will be feeling like anytime I feel like itching myself, then a whole lot of diseases too appeared on my skin too. So it wasn't easy. One thing about it, the devil too is a liar. One thing about if you are getting wayward, or like you are getting, you are deforming your personality, you see it, but because of the addict, how addictive the thing is, you feel it too. You see that like you are going, like you are deforming yourself, but if you don't psych yourself to some level, you can't. I will appreciate and congratulate my sister Nanaba for the work that she is doing, and I think she's on the right course too. But concerning this campaign, it takes we who have the experience, like those who have gone through this kind of situation before, they will understand and they will know the channels they will tackle from. Especially, you can be doing this kind of campaign. You cannot do, it's supposed to be like integrated team. You have to work with the medical team. You have to get the legal team as well. You have to get, we need spiritual healers, because this drug is not all that physical too. So we need spiritual healers like pastors and imams who will help. It's not normal for somebody to be abusing on drugs. Recently, it came to our notice, and we have discovered that some people are even abusing super glue. Yeah, it is happening, and it's a real thing. It is happening too.
How do they go about that?
The super glue, you see, if you open it, there is some kind of chemical which normally comes out. I don't know whether you've noticed it. If like you open super glue, you will see like something it will just some smell like that. It's a chemical, and that one too is a drug. So now those who cannot afford to buy the Tramadol, or I would say the cocaine, they are abusing that particular one. So that is one of the things which doesn't make it sound normal. If a human being you are abusing on a chemical, then we need a spiritual backup too. First of all, I will plead to the general public for them to show love, especially because if somebody is a drug addict, it doesn't mean that he's a devil or something like that. The more we withdraw ourselves from them, the more they have, because any drug addict have some impression that the general public doesn't like him or her. You get me? So due to that, they have psyched themselves already that the public is against them. They need time, and it's not even about time. They need love. The more, maybe the person is in need of money, is in need of work. Already, he thinks that nobody likes him, so he finds his own ways and means to, and they will be a threat to the society too if you don't show them love.